itabidi tu niongelee story. Itabidi niongelee story right now initoke, because it's something that I've been thinking about. I think you guys have come across this DJ mix, okay? Kuna hii inaitwa Wininjenga experience. I saw some tweet around it, and I felt like I felt compelled to commentate and talk something about this, because it's part and parcel of the entertainment industry, okay? Guys, najua tunatumia the same YouTube inakujua, algorithm inakujua venye inanijua, so mimi najua most likely unaweza kumerecomendiwa hii vida ama umeoneshwa vida zingine kama hizi. You've seen these DJs zenye ni madem enye wanafanya ka mix alafu wamevaa a certain way, a certain very very delicious way. I think you've seen hizi. I just want to point out some things that I saw on this one. Let me make sure you see. Okay, I think I want to see this shot. I want us to see this shot. Okay, nataka hii shot yenye anaonesha the ladies at the back. Okay, you see the ladies at the back of this Wininjenga experience. Guys, ni ukweli. Kila mtu anauza, atujakata. Everyone is selling. Even with the interactions with any women that you're dealing with, you know, I get it. We all buy. Tunalipia. It's just that when she likes you, you get a discount. When she likes you, the more she likes you, the less you pay. Okay? Na get, kila mtu anauza, but this is digital prostitution at its best. These are not my words, but they encompass my thoughts. Wacha nionyeshe hiyo tweet niliona, okay? But I'd like to encourage you to see the forest for the trees. Nataka muone details venye ziko, mwache kuoneshangwa vitu on the surface level. What do you see in common amongst this panel of women over here? Can you promise that? Because I've had some issues. Guys, ikicheza more than 10 seconds continuous, copyright wananikamia. I can't do 10 minutes continuous. I hope you did. I hope you did what I did to me. Okay? Guys. Inauzwa, hii stuff inauzwa wholesale. Ikitu inauzwa wholesale. Fuck. Stuff inauzwa wholesale. Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Go and work on it. Understand game na uicheze. I know I can't hate the player. But once again I'll ask you, what do you see in common amongst this panel of women? Okay? Okay, what do you see? Guys, just realize our actions are always a thought precedes an action. Ndio hii stuff isetiwe na ifanywe venye iko. There are things that were thought before. Kulikuwa na advantages, pros, cons. It's almost like a whole business idea. It's like a whole business sense. Nimeuliza once again, what's in common with these women? Na stawazungusha sana. It's more or less what you see on the bag. It's more or less what you see on the bag. What do you see in common amongst those women who cook at the bag? Wacha niende kwa hiyo tweet alafu me I'll drain my thoughts, cause I also need to tread carefully. Mimi sitaki watu wakuja kunireport YouTube ati mse alisema nini. Najua Kenya kuna wasatiaji wengi na know YouTube is very strict. I do YouTube like almost like a part like my life, so najua YouTube ni very strict. Staki kuna vitu staki tu kunini. Anyway, I saw this tweet and they think we should go through it. Okay? I want us to see this tweet. Guys, nawambianga kila time mimi waletea vitu mzuri, okay?
Niko na kitu mzuri. Wow. Niko na kitu mzuri. Ouch. Niko na kitu mzuri. Niko na kitu mzuri.
Okay? Method Demand said, yo, I just paid for my YouTube Premium First thing I see is a mixtape video with Kairo's ex-girlfriend. Hata ni venye ameandika. Okay, nimerada tu venye ameandika, tu venye nimeisema venye alikuwa anataka isomwe. I just paid for my YouTube premium. First thing I see is a mixtape video with Caliph Kairo's ex-girlfriend with her fellow gunziz, ni kama Gen Z but gunziz, at the back swinging mapajas left and right. They are smiling sheepishly in efforts to raise their credit score to attract what Kevin Samuel. Kama ujui Kevin Samuel siwezi kusaidia. Unahitaji kuwa unajua kina Fresh and Fit, kina Kevin Samuel, kina Myron, kina Rollo Tomasi type shit. Okay? They are smiling sheepishly in efforts to raise their credit score to attract what Kevin Samuel referred to as a high value man, HVM, to save them from capitalism. Guys, this is what we call digital prostitution. Each of these damsels here, nyama bitch, damn, lazima ni tread carefully. Each of these women over here, although they'll never admit it, they are looking for a suitor. Mpaka huyo anatoa moshi kama dragon. Mimi ningeongezea hapo kama dragon za Kalisi. Okay? Wakalrogo. Sasa wewe mwanaume ujinge si kuingia udhani because you guys are vibing, okay? Ati sasa you can save them. Hii wezi weka kwa nyumba, you'll see what Kalonzo blah blah blah. And if you feel like you really want to save these 3 or 4s, okay? Stasema some words just because I do know I need to tread carefully with YouTube. YouTube is a very sensitive platform. I feel like if you really want to save them, angalia kitambulisho kama kuna mahali imeandikwa Jesus, cause hawa uwezani ndugu yangu. Maana wahenga kasema an angry penis cannot destroy a mature vagina. Fanya kazi yako pale Suso escarpment. Juu hiyo stuff imepitiwa na wasi wengi. It's now an escarpment. You see, it's not that tight shit that you like. Fanya kazi yako pale Suso escarpment, then leave. Their only salvation is what we call menopause. Wakisikia mwili imeanza fitina, they settle. But before then, you cannot domesticate them. Bwana, you cannot domesticate them. Therefore, the point I'm trying to drive home is slay queens are for slaying. Hoes are for doing hoe work. Okay? Mahoes ni kufanya vitu za kuho and then you leave them. Au si wa rearing. They will never teach you this in university. Now look at the picture attached. Okay? That's why nimeanza na kuonyesha hiyo vida. Then I tell you my 2 cents as I move on. Okay? I ask you again, what do you see in common amongst these women? Okay, wacha nifunge hiyo tab turudi huko tulikuwa. Okay, I asked you what do you see in common amongst these women. I let this play in the background, the video to play in the background. As the guy said, demoted, they're looking for a suitor, they're looking for guys, the business side to this, it's very sad, but guys, it's what's been happening all around. Okay, I can't blame them atuongelei particularly ama nini. We just want to see the forest for the trees. I want us to call color red when it's red, pink when it's pink, yellow when it's yellow. Dem watakuja. Okay, acha mimi nijibu what they have in common. Okay, I'll tell you, these are women who wasted their prime sexual years. As a woman, hata mademo anajua their prime is during their early 20s. That is when they have that's when they have the highest bargaining power against guys. But hamadem walikata kusettle na kutafuta guys na kurelax. Wakasema wana chase independence, wanataka kuchase happy, wanataka kujibamba. They don't want kids, they don't want responsibilities. Okay, I get it. But as a woman, as a girl, you don't have as this, you can't hamna privileges the same as guys. So what point am I trying to drive here? Okay, these are women who wasted their prime years and now they are paying for the consequences. Now what they are doing here, wanatafuta mubabas, wanatafuta msiako willing kukanja mado kufund their lifestyle. They're not even looking for someone to settle with. That's the problem. They're looking for quick cash blame kina Huda for showing us this, blame kina Ziad for showing niggas, hey, for showing other girls, hey, you ain't gotta work, kuna msi atakuja kufund. The point I'm trying to drive home here is these are women way past their sexual market value peak. Hawa wako in their late 30s. Ni mademu walifanya KCSE 2009 2010. I can bet you ni mademu walifanya KCSE ya 2009 2010. Maximum ni 2010. I'm telling you, maximum ni 2010. They're in their 34 plus, but walikata kusettle. Okay, what they are doing right here, guys, hii ni ile Kibe alikuwa anaita kuuza senye. That's the business model here. Hapa tu anataka the thirsty niggas, masimpanzi, si wanaitangwa simpanzi, wenye wataenda kwa DMs, all these ballers, watu watawafind for their lifestyle. Okay, what's you see in common with these women over here? They're all trying to wear enticingly. Okay, women from a very young age, they've learned that sex is their biggest agency. They learned that what's between under their legs holds so much power. So madam, being the solipsistic people they are, they only care about their own needs. Okay, wanaangalia what can she do to survive tomorrow for her and her offsprings. And by the way, hapo sidanganyiki, hapo sidhani ha madem ni ati wako single tu hivi na hapa kuna BMs, hapa kuna baby mothers wako hapa. Mababy moms ndio wanakuanga na ile mwili kali. Mababy moms ndio wanakuwa na mwili ile fresh. Okay, ona venye unanisha mapaja, guys. Okay, they know what they're doing. Can you really take that or not? Can I bring another bitch or not? Cause you put the shit or not? Oh nah. Who dem sidhani ana mix hapa mbele ndio abukiwe gigs za club. No, that's not what they're looking for. They know what they're looking for. They know what they're cooking. Guys, point is I've seen this movie 100 times. I see where it's headed. These are bimbos, what they call in layman's terms bimbos. Okay, mimi si mse wa kujudge watu, kila mtu afanye kitu venye anataka, but at the end of the day be willing to deal with the consequences of your decisions. Okay, be willing to deal with the consequences of every decision, good or bad, that you make. But hamadem wali waste their prime years, and now this is what you get. They are trying to solicit someone. They're trying to get some money from someone. Kuna simpanzi tu anategewa afanye hiyo mpepe yonge. Okay, nimeuliza what do you see in common amongst these women? It's the same as what you see on the bag. Okay, nashukuru nimezunguka sana hata sija answer hiyo swali. Okay, I'll tell you what I've seen in common. They're usually women on their 30s. Okay, first of all, ni mademu wako in their 30s. Okay, second of all, wigs ukuwa part and parcel of their costume. They gotta wear costumes. Guys, this is a very sad story. I hate to even talk about it, but it's what it is. That's what hiyo ndio life tuko. Ude mwezi mcage kama Nicholas na mcage. Niko na balls ama guts instead. Do sio manly, yuko na balls is their grapes. Haga sio size pure tunaangalia shape. Ama dem huwezi wa cage. Wanasamanga 3 or 4 are for 3 or 4 things. Anyway, what I was saying, what you see in common amongst these are women in their 30s who wasted their prime years. Again, there's always wigs. This is part of their costumes. Lazima kuwe na wigs, nails gotta be done, type shit and all. Now kuna kwanga na ingine yenye watu kwa wameslip on. Just angalia panel ya the bag, hata stafungua ama acha nifungue just because mnaweza dhani me tu bonga shit. Mnaweza dhani me tu bonga shit, but it's what you see on the bag and many other places. These are just small. These are just small examples. Okay, nitampeleka kwa the bag. Hii ni yenye ilikuwa na Aziad. Okay, wig, tattoos ni guys, angaliani panel ya the bag. Angalianga ni mademu ngapi wako na tattoo ya hapa, ya mkono, nini kwa thighs. Bro, hizo red flags zote ziko hapo. Please, You won't see a 23-year-old girl on this set. You won't see a natural, beautiful 23-year-old, 25-some-year-old women over here. Most of these women are in their 30s. They're trying to salvage their what's little is left of their vaginas. I gotta tread carefully with YouTube. Spendi vitu mingi. Mr. Kingo Rimo, but guys, msidanganyike. Kila mtu anauza, tulikubali. Tushakubali inauzwa. Guys, angalia hii panel. Ni mimi mnadhani na wadanganya. Angalieni, tafute tattoos. Shigara tattoo, okay? Shigara tattoo. Fuata mouse yangu. Shigara tattoo also, okay? These are just the girls on the left. You can kind of tell their ages also, okay? This is part of their costume. Look at the wigs, part of their costumes. Na nakwambianga huku panel kuna kwa na baby mamas. Anyway, sitaki kuongea sana kuhusu story. I think what's understood doesn't need to be explained. But wewe kama, since mimi tunawaambia vitu and then you go and do your own research and make your own conclusions, okay? Me, I'm just telling you what I see. Me ni commentator. These are guys, just people on the field. Me na commentator on what I'm seeing from my perspective and for what I know, and I'm learning each and every day. Okay, let me just bounce back. This is their costume. This is what you see in common. It's just a sad society that we're living in. But hey guys, msidanganyike. Kila mtu anauza, okay? Kila mtu ananunua. The more she likes you, the less that you pay. But at the end of the day, hey, Kibe alituambia jio kitu inanga last scene, hauwezi jua imetumika wapi mara ngapi, okay? You do what you want to do with this information, sawa? But this is Nairobi in a nutshell. This is Nairobi in a nutshell. But naget, nyinyi masimp ndio mnakunywa hizi vitu, ndizo ziwa kunywa, sawa? Nyinyi masimp mtaona mimi ndio hater, sawa? Anyway, do what you want to do with your life. At the end of the day, be willing to deal with the consequences, sawa? Anyway, that's just that. I'm tired of spazzing, nimeongea sana.